welcome back to the Raw Charge Reviews channel. And today we're taking a look at the Star Wars Black Series X Woves from the Mandalorian line. Look at the front of the box. You get the figure that's included along with all the accessories. You get the name of the line the character's from and their name down here. And on the side of the box you get this amazing artwork of X Woves. And like I mentioned before, by adding more figures from the same line, you can create a mural. So here's X Woves alongside the child. And look at the back of the box. You get a bigger portrait of the character, a description, the number which it falls into the line, and much little warnings. Here's the side of the box, bottom, and the top. So I'll go ahead and open it up, and we see what's inside. Here he is, on plastic. And here's out of the box. And look at him up close. He looks really cool. I love the overall look of his armor. With this gray, these little patches of blue. Look really cool. But of course I'll go ahead and review from top to bottom. Look at the head. It looks very nice. And of course they do an amazing job with the photoreal tech for his face. Looks very much like the actor. I think it's pretty cool how Hasbro has been, doing the whole overall look of the photoreal tech, because you can see the sort of 5 o'clock shadow that he's going on right here. It looks really good and it matches really well with the skin tone. I really like his haircut. Looks really nice. But other than that, he does have a joint here at the neck as well as the top of the head. So you get quite a bit of movement. Here's side to side, all the way back, and all the way forward. Looking at the torso, you can see this awesome looking sort of like gray color for the chest plate. And of course, he has this gray sort of like undershirt underneath. He has some gray right here on the shoulder pads. And then here in the back, it's more of a lighter tone of gray, but you also get the pegs to put his jetpack. And just like with the other Mandalorian figures we've gotten, he does have this sort of like looser plastic for the chest plate to give better articulation, which I always appreciate. And speaking of that, he does have a ball joint here at the waist. So here's side to side, all the way back, and all the way forward. Look at the arms. The arm does stick out about there. It does go all the way around, as you can see. And the shoulder pads are made of a looser plastic as well, and are connected somewhat around the arm, which is a little different. Usually they're inside of the shoulder joint right here, but it actually gives better articulation. I'm not sure that's anything different. He does have a swivel at the elbow. His elbow goes up about there, and he does have a swivel at the gauntlet, and he does have articulation at the wrist and at the hand. So here's all the way down, up, and there's swivel. The other side as well. Arm sticks out about there, goes all the way around with ease. His elbow goes up about there, has a swivel at the elbow, swivel at the gauntlet, and he has articulation at the wrist and at the hand. So here's all the way down, up, and there's a swivel. Look at his waist. He has a silver belt buckle, and he has these like pouches here in the front. It's also in this like sort of like dark brown color, which is really cool. Comes around alongside this little like flap in the back, and here on the side of his right hip is a holster for his pistol. Look at the legs. The legs do go out into a split position. They do go out into a sitting position, and they go back about there. And he does have a swivel on both of his thighs. And look at the knees. They do go back about there into a kneeling position. And look at the boots. He has these black boots, look really cool. And his feet do point down about there, point up about there. And he has rock ankles, so he has some cool action poses. Look at the accessories. He has a helmet. Look at the helmet, looks very nice. As you can see, he has this black in the visor. He has these gray colors going throughout the helmet. And he has this really bright, vibrant blue going throughout it as well. And the rangefinder does go down about there, and it goes back up just like that. So put on the helmet. All you do is just match it up with his head just like that, and the helmet molds onto his head pretty nicely, and you get the same amount of articulation and movement, which is always nice. Up next, he goes to the jetpack. Look at the jetpack. Looks very nice. Comes in this silver and blue color. And of course, here in the back, you can find the pegs to put on his back. To put on the jetpack, all you do is just match up the pegs right here on his back, press firmly against it, and there you go. Looks pretty good. And finally, he goes to the pistol. Look at the pistol. Looks very nice. And it's a little bit different from the other one we've gotten as far as the color. This one has silver and this black sort of going on the top. So that's really cool. Where the one we've gotten before with Bo and Casca Reeves has this sort of like brown handle and this gray going throughout it. To put on the pistol, all you do is just match up the grip right here in his hand. And it fits in pretty nicely, as you can see. And there you go. Or if you're not going to use the pistol, you can easily put it inside the holster just like this. Move the strap out of the way. And you can move the strap back in place with the peg. It's very snug and will not come out. So that was an overview of the figure. By far, this has to be one of my favorite Mandalorian figures in this lineup. The overall look of the figure catches everything about the actor. You can see that they really put everything, on point with the amount of detail. I really like the accessories. They're pretty good. The jetpack, the helmet, and the pistol. And of course, the biggest thing about having Axe Woves in your collection is if you've collected Bo-Katan and Casca Reeves, now you have the whole trio in your collection. So I'm really happy that I have him. But yeah, other than that, overall, I highly recommend Axe Woves. And if you're a big Mandalorian fan, you're definitely going to want him in your collection. And something I have to do at the end of these reviews is show you guys how we display my figures, having the box in the back, and the figure in the front. But I am going to leave it here and say if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. And if you like the content you see here on the channel so far, be sure to subscribe. And be sure to follow me on my Instagram page. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.